Welcome folks to a Wednesday afternoon vlog. I'm here today in Penclove. It's going to be one thing. 2 cans of Diet Coke there. And a small fish and chips from the Roma Fish Bar in Penclove across the road there. Look at that folks. Oh, that looks very tempting. And just have a quick taste test. Absolutely brilliant. Right, Sebastian, I'll be chatting in due course now. It's a bit. Well folks, look at that for weather. Absolutely awful today, isn't it? And the BBC got it wrong when I thought it'd be dry today. Isn't it? Typical of them. They always get it wrong, don't they? So let's put it down now. And talk a lot of crap to you lot. So welcome folks to a Wednesday afternoon vlog. And to see there, just had fish and chips from the Roma Chippy in Penclove. I fancied a scoff to do a plan B, because today I went down the Mumbles to do a video where I thought it'd be dry, and but no, light rain showers they said, and I was down by the All Saints Church. I finished there, I'm going to walk off now, spit spot, and then the rain came in, and I was sod it, I can't be bothered. So I thought I'd come over here instead and have a scoff and do a vlog and talk a lot of crap to you lot. So how are you doing, by the way folks? Anyway, hope you're doing well. And I want to continue new subscribers to my channel. I've now got over 11,500 subscribers now, so wherever you are, say hello to me and and welcome. So I'm a nice approachable guy, and good to have your company. Yeah, I tried to do a video in Mumbles today. I did a video on Monday around Penmin Burrows, and as I said, I'd do a video today. Well, see how the weather is, but the weather just it's hopeless. So I hope we do that video on Friday, and hopefully do Bishopston Valley, walk down the Pulte, and some point maybe next week. But I think next week the Oxford Beach car park is back open next week, so I might go down there for a walk, and but I park elsewhere in the village and I go for a walk somewhere down the point there, down the Slate Beach. Hopefully we'll see if the city car park is open. Hopefully Mr. Drakeford, our First Minister will get his act together and get the economy moving again in his next lockdown review this coming Friday. Do some more walks, because I like doing now. Because obviously I can't go in the church now and play organs or organ videos. I can't do it because it's locked, and people say, why can't we do organ videos? We must do organ videos. I can't go in the church due to the lockdown. I love to go in, but I'd rather go outdoors and do a video, as I've been doing, in the last number of weeks. And bringing along me on my trips, and and I'm a scoff, and eat fish and chips and all this, and butties, and show the lovely landscape I live in. I'd rather do that. But if the weather, like when we can go back in the church and the weather's not as good, then I thought I'd probably do something then. But we'll see how it goes. But we're going to go in. When it's safe to do so, then we'll go into. We'll restart them. But as I say, I can't do anything. Only the outdoor videos, as I've been doing recently. I've been going locally, Mumbles and rest of Gower, and they will continue. So join me on those if you can. Yeah, so I did a video around Penmin Burrows. I did actually a few videos actually. I used my new Panasonic camera one week. I gave up, got up as far as the church. Well, for the sole reason it rained. That's always the 4 pet hates. Rain, wind, people, cars. It's always rain that happens, isn't it? Typical, isn't it? So I gave up on that. And then I went then on the following Monday. Was it last Monday? Yeah. I was going to do a shot of 3 Cliffs Bay or something on the Burrows. And I got the camera on the tripod set up, and for some unknown reason I knocked over the tripod on the hard grass, and it caught the microphone socket on the front, and it damaged my microphone socket. So I couldn't see what I was doing. The jack wouldn't go in the hole in the socket. I couldn't see what I was doing on the screen. I couldn't see what I was doing in the audio. Oh God! So I sent back. I had to ultimately pay £200 have it fixed. So that's hopefully I'll be back now in the next few weeks, in the next couple of days now. And I'll use that on a walk now, maybe next week. So we'll see how it goes. See when I get it back. Oh, never mind, these things do happen. But there we are. So nothing else to report really. Yeah. So I went round the Penmain Barrows on the Monday. I did that video. It took me all day, that did. From about 12 to about 6, bloody hell. Busy down there too as well, to be fair. And you could see lots of people come into the area, but they should do so safely within the 5 mile distance. But you know, they can go for it. But you know, they're all going down to Torbay Beach and Three Cliffs Bay and Crawley Beach and so forth. But good to see people. But good to see people down there. You know, they can catch some rays in the sun there, or go for a swim in the sea. Yeah, so I did that video. So that's going to go up now. And probably next day, probably maybe up later. Now I'm only got to put the music to the video, and then it'll be up. And there are some outtakes as well for Paul and Freeze, and they were great moments as well. The thing is, you see, I love doing these videos. As I say, it's good to get out. It's good to get in the outdoors. I have a laugh, you know, and you know, all the good fun. If I muck up, you know, I start again. Or if I have a moment I just fluff my lines, I laugh at myself doing so. It's like I filmed with Paul, Paul and Denby, Best of Coyd. We have a laugh. You know, and that's all it is about making videos on YouTube. You know, you go out, have a laugh, and enjoy a day out. Just have a laugh at the end of the day. So, yeah, so I did that video now on Monday. So you'll see that now in due course. So that's good. But I did this video on the Sunday because I fancied a little afternoon walk up to Penmain Barrows, up to Cefn, like I did on Monday. I've been there, and I've been around this spot millions of times. I've videoed it, you know, and photographs and stuff like that. Because, as you know, I had a bit of trouble with some people on Sunday. Now, as you know, you can film and take photographs in a public area, right? You don't need to ask anyone's permission to do so. You can film people, you can film cars, you can do what you bloody like, right? And whenever you take on your camera, you own the copyright to the footage. They can't ask you to delete the footage, as you own the rights to the footage. Now, what happened on the Sunday? I was warming up doing my opening piece, you know, and I had a brief little break to rethink, right? But the camera was not rolling this time, and there were 4 people walking in past my camera, and they went up and they walked past about, say, 200-300 yards. Now, Sunday afternoon was a busy one. You know, I appreciate the sun was out. People want to come down to the beaches, but they must be cautious about the travel distance. You know, if people travel well over 5 miles to be at a spot, then they've got to be very careful. And I said to myself, Christ, so they come all this way, apparently come all this way, you know, and they blah, 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 blah. And then what happened then? These 4 people come back to me and start having a go at me. Now, it transpired they come from Gowerton, which is like 9 miles away from me, about 9-10 miles away. There was a man and woman, who the mother and father, who were in their 60s, I think 50s or 60s, and 2 younger children, probably younger than me, right? They had a go at me because I filmed them without their permission. I said, look, I have not filmed you. Well, you know, and I explained the point. Right, I'm in a public area, I can film what I like, can take pictures or photographs of anything. If there's people in the shot, and they're good in the shot, I have every right to do so. It's a public area. No, but we don't like being filmed. No, I said, that's the law in public, right? You can't tell me to delete anything off my SD card or even see the footage, but I had to show them some of it, but I gave up, couldn't be bothered to them. But then they're still arguing of it. They're still getting in a half of it. Now, the father, him and his missus were being dim-witted, and the daughter as well, the girl, were just being dim-wits. And he was saying, oh, because I told him I live close by, and and said, let's go up and see your mother and father. Well, I refused point blank range to do so. They have no right to do so. Because if they did, they'd be trespassing. Because I live up a private road, see? So, you know, and they're carrying on arguing, and the son started getting this at me, mouthing off at me, and even looking for a fight, and started to try one of me. I said, you try it, mate, you try it. Absolutely disgusting behaviour in a public area. I've lived in the spot for 37 years, never a problem round the back there at all, right? Oh, and these people were obviously walking in the area, right? But there's no need for them people to be like that in a public place, innit? I had every right to film and take photographs in the public area, and you know. But ultimately, I checked the files back when I got home. They were not even on the camera anyway. They weren't even recorded. But the stupid thing is, I gave that guy my YouTube name, and he probably, if he's going to comment on this video or my video I did on Monday, he would get blocked, and I'll find out who he is, where he resides, and he would get a knock on the door from the police due to his actions against me on the public area. It's totally uncalled for. So what would you do, folks, in that situation? Would you think you'd do the same? I'd like to ask your thoughts, Graham, if you are watching this vlog, and how you would handle the situation. I handled it like a pro, really, because there's no need for people to be like that and behave like that in the public area. You know, cause as I say, they travelled like 9 miles. Okay, you've got to be careful, but they were on me, they're around me like anything. They didn't give no social distancing at all. 2 metres apart, you've got to be from other people. No, they're just total dimwits. And I wonder if they didn't like being filmed. They had something to hide, or they didn't want to be filmed. Something not right there, I don't think. But as I say, if the lad messaged me on this comment now, puts a comment, but a nasty comment, he'd be blocked. And forgetting, but and I'll find out who he is, as I say, and where he resides, and you'll get a knock on the door from the police. It's totally uncalled for in a public area. And funny enough, when this was happening, 2 people walked by, and and they didn't seem to care about it. You know, I told them they were just being idiots. Oh yeah. But no need for that. I lived in the area, in this community, for 37 years. Never had any problems at all. You know, it kind of got on my nerves. It kind of got on my back. But they shouldn't behave like that in a public area, right? I have every right to be there, to take videos, to video photography, because the area is a proper spot for walkers, beach walking walkers, and there's a proper spot for video making and photography due to the views we got up there. But no need for that. But what would you do, folks, in that predicament? I'd like to hear your thoughts. But there we are. I don't know, anyway. No need to behave that in a public area. Never had that happen to me. I go out filming quite a lot, I appreciate people you've got to be in the shot and so forth, but that's the art of filmmaking. If you're and you're doing a piece to camera, people have to start again. But you see, I get recognised quite a lot now in Mumbles. I went down there like the week before. And Mike Green, who works in the fishmongers, always sees me walking up at the road with my camera, and he ran up to me. He said, "Are you Rob Charles on YouTube?" "Oh yeah. Oh, great, Rob. We love your videos. Me and your wife, me and Mrs. watch your videos. Awesome." And you had a selfie as well to prove that they met me. That's great. I love meeting people. I love seeing people. If you're out and about, "Hey Rob, love your videos, man. Rob Charles on YouTube." I'm a very approachable person. And I get recognised by another kid as well in the Mumbles as well. "Hey, Rob Charles, not too well." "No, of course, here we go." It's great, but for those people on Monday were very small-minded, totally not on the way they behaved, innit, folks? But what would you do anyway in that situation? But I would get over it. But it's just stupid the way they behaved. Oh well, that's not enough of my moaning now, and a couple of chops. But there we are. Yeah, we hope to see you now on another walk now. Hopefully Friday if the weather's nice, and we'll see how it goes anyway weather-wise down the Mumbles. Then we'll get out there next week. Hopefully I have my camera back from the doctors. maybe do a walk down Oxwich, and hopefully with Silly or maybe Llanmud. I'll go Cwm Ivy. We'll see how it goes. So hope you could join me then on another walk. So thanks for watching this vlog, folks, and I'll see you again in the next video. So take care and tag Nebbit. Over and out.